First, National September 11th Memorial Museum. September 11, 2001, the terrorist attacks that killed 2,977 people. To remember the 1993 World Trade Center bombing and to commemorate the victims, it is a memorial and museum in New York City. There is a waterfall in 911 Memorial Park. The reason symbolizes the tears of the bereaved families and Americans who shed tears due to the terrorist attacks. Second, Grand Canyon National Park. Grand Canyon National Park is located in northern Arizona, United States. The Grand Canyon, cut by erosion by the Colorado River, is the world's most scenic canyon at a depth of about 1,500 meters. It has been developed as a tourist attraction since the 1880s, and the number of tourists increased rapidly as the railroad was connected in 1901. It was designated as a national monument in 1908 and a national park in 1919. In 1979, it was listed on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Third, Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is the largest waterfall in North America and one of the world's top 3 waterfalls along with Iguazu Falls and Victoria Falls. Niagara Falls is divided into 2 large waterfalls and 1 small waterfall. Originally, it was one, but the topography was cut over a long time, so the shape of the waterfall changed and became the current shape. Niagara Falls is 53 meters high in Canada and 21 to 30 meters in the United States. The surrounding area of the waterfall is beautiful and turned into a park, and transportation and tourist facilities are maintained, attracting many tourists from all over the world. 2 cities of the same name, Niagara Falls, face each other. Materials on this waterfall are preserved and displayed at the Niagara Museum. Fourth, Las Vegas. Las Vegas is a city in the middle of a desert in the western Nevada. It is famous for its bustling city full of casinos and hotels. The fountain show at the lake in front of the Bellagio Hotel. I recommend you to watch the Fremont Street Experience on Fremont Street. Las Vegas has various festivals, large and small, and the most famous of these festivals is the Electronic Daisy Carnival, which is held for 3 days between May and October every year. In the United States, it's a festival that's on the same scale as the Ultra Music Festival in Miami. During the festival, you can see people wearing various costumes and cosplay from all over the world. Fifth, Rockefeller Center. Rockefeller Center is a complex of buildings located at 5th to 6th Streets east to west in Manhattan, New York City, New York. The site is 22 acres, with 21 buildings concentrated. In the center of the Rockefeller Center is a Comcast building with a height of 259 m and 70 stories above ground. It is the tallest skyscraper in the Rockefeller Center, where the observatory top of the Rock and NBC studios are located. Between the buildings is the Channel Garden, a promenade. If you go down from Channel Garden, there's an outdoor cafe in the summer. In the winter, there is the Lower Plaza where the ice rink is opened. The golden statue of Prometheus in the center of the Lower Plaza is also famous in New York. 6th, Central Park. Central Park is the most famous park in New York and the most visited park in all of the United States. It often appears in mass media such as movies and television, and it is a place that you would have heard at least once without visiting New York. It took about a century to complete this huge artificial park. It has established itself as an indispensable shelter for New Yorkers. There are large natural forests and wildlife reserves, so it is also a place where migratory birds rest and stay, and it is also a place where the primitive nature is preserved in the middle of the city. In addition, there are many things to see and enjoy, such as zoos, skating rinks, and merry-go-rounds. There are also many events such as concerts and free performances, so it is a must-see attraction for tourists. 7th, Empire State Building. Empire State Building is a skyscraper located on 34th Street in Manhattan, New York. It is a landmark representing New York. It is a building that is like a symbol of a skyscraper, so it appeared as the background of many movies. In the movie King Kong, The scene where King Kong goes up to the top of the building is a scene that is talked about. In Sleepless Night in Seattle, the love between the two main characters begins, and the ending scene where hearts are drawn on the outer wall of the building against the backdrop of the New York night view is famous. 8th. Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty is a statue built on Liberty Island at the entrance of the Hudson River into New York Harbor, which was presented by France in 1886 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of American independence. It is a giant statue with a torch, and its official name is Liberty Enlightening the World, but it is usually known as the Statue of Liberty. The statue is a sculpture on the outside, but it has elements of a building with stairs and elevators inside at the same time. The Statue of Liberty is the first thing that immigrants entering New York Harbor with the American dream see. It has symbolic meaning for the United States, a country of immigrants and immigrants. It also means freedom, democracy, human rights, and opportunities in that it was created to commemorate the independence of the United States. It was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984. 9th. Times Square. Times Square is a representative attraction in Manhattan, New York City, the United States. It is famous for its plaza area full of billboards around the intersection of Broadway and 7th Avenue. There are many people 365 days a year because it is one of the first places that comes to mind when you think of New York. The annual Ball Drop New Year's Eve event, which is held on December 31st, is also very famous. It's a spectacular sight to see the performances of popular singers, the 60-second countdown, and the confetti falling between the fireworks and the huge lights at midnight. 10th. Fisherman's Wharf. Fisherman's Wharf, which originated from the dock of Italian fishermen, is a representative tourist attraction in San Francisco. The long pier along the coast has ports and seafood restaurants, and is also popular as a trail. The most famous place in Fisherman's Wharf is Pier 39, which opened in 1978, with more than 100 shopping stores, and it is a two-story wooden building with entertainment facilities and restaurants for family travelers. There are many small but unique shops, and in front of the shopping district, you can see street artists performing on holidays.